How I revived my hair. After 60. Naturally. There was a time when I avoided mirrors. Every glance showed me the same story hair that was once full of life, now looked dull, brittle, and tired. At 60, I thought this was just the price of aging, something I had to accept quietly. But deep down, every strand felt like a reminder of the years gone by and the confidence I'd slowly lost. If you've ever run your fingers through your hair and felt that ache of nostalgia for the shine it once had, you're not alone. Many women over 60 feel the same, watching their hair lose its volume, its color, and with it, a little piece of themselves. But what if I told you that this doesn't have to be the ending to your story? That there are gentle, natural ways to bring back strength, softness, and even that radiant glow you thought was gone forever. I discovered this not through expensive treatments or harsh chemicals, but by turning back to nature and by learning to care for myself in new, nourishing ways. Today, I want to share that journey with you. Not just the how, but also the why. Because restoring your hair after 60 isn't only about beauty, it's about feeling alive again, about looking in the mirror and smiling at the woman you see. So let's begin this journey together. From dull to radiant, from tired to thriving. Why hair changes? After 60. When I first noticed my hair losing its luster, I blamed myself. Maybe I hadn't been taking good enough care of it. But the truth is, much of what happens to our hair after 60 is simply biology, and understanding it was the first step toward change. As we age, the production of melanin, the pigment that gives our hair its natural color, slows down. That's why gray or white strands start to take over. At the same time, the sebaceous glands on our scalp, which once produced natural oils to keep our hair soft and shiny, become less active. Without those oils, hair can feel dry, coarse, and fragile. Hormones play a big role too. For women, the years after menopause often bring shifts in estrogen levels. Estrogen supports healthy hair growth, so when it declines, strands may grow thinner, slower, or fall out more easily. Add to that the fact that our circulation slows with age, meaning fewer nutrients reach our hair follicles, and suddenly the changes make sense. But it's not just biology. Lifestyle factors also leave their mark. Decades of sun exposure, years of chemical treatments, stress, certain medications, or even nutritional deficiencies can all add up, leaving hair weaker than before. Here's the good news. While we can't turn back the clock, we can work with our bodies. By nourishing ourselves inside and out, supporting circulation, and choosing gentler practices, it's possible to see hair regain strength, shine, and life. Once I understood why my hair had changed, I stopped feeling helpless and started focusing on what I could do to help it thrive again. The hidden connection between hair and health. One of the most surprising lessons I learned was this. Your hair is more than just hair. It's a reflection of what's happening inside your body. Think about it. Our hair needs a steady supply of protein, vitamins, minerals, and oxygen-rich blood to grow strong and vibrant. When the body is well-nourished, hair tends to look fuller and shinier. But when the body is under stress, lacking nutrients, or dealing with health challenges, hair is often one of the first places you see the signs. For example, iron deficiency can lead to excessive shedding. Low vitamin D is linked to slow or weak growth. A lack of B vitamins may leave hair brittle or thin. Even dehydration shows itself as dry, lifeless strands. And it's not just about nutrition. The condition of the scalp itself, its circulation, its moisture, even its pH balance determines how well follicles can do their job. A healthy scalp creates the foundation for healthy hair, just like rich soil helps plants grow. This understanding shifted my perspective. Instead of searching for a magic shampoo or quick fix serum, I began to see my hair as part of my overall well-being. By supporting my health holistically through better food, movement, rest, and stress management, I could also support my hair. In other words, taking care of your hair after 60 isn't vanity. It's a form of self-care, a visible reminder that your body and spirit are connected in every way. Nutrition for radiant hair. When I finally accepted that my hair's health was deeply tied to my body's health, I turned my attention to the simplest but most powerful medicine we have: food. Our hair is mostly made of protein, specifically keratin. Without enough protein in our diet, hair can become weak, break easily, or grow slowly. That's why including foods like eggs, fish, beans, and lean poultry is so important. But protein alone isn't enough. Certain vitamins and minerals act like spark plugs for healthy hair growth. B vitamins, especially biotin and B12, help carry oxygen and nutrients to the scalp. Whole grains, leafy greens, and eggs are excellent sources. Vitamin D is crucial for activating hair follicles, and since many adults over 60 are deficient, spending some time in the sun or enjoying foods like salmon and fortified milk can make a big difference. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in walnuts, flax seeds, and fatty fish like salmon, nourish the scalp and keep hair flexible and shiny. Iron supports red blood cells, which deliver oxygen to hair follicles. Spinach, beans, and lean meats are rich sources. Zinc, found in pumpkin seeds and shellfish, helps repair damaged hair tissue. And let's not forget hydration. Many people underestimate the role of water, but hair that's dehydrated looks dull and feels brittle. Even just sipping water throughout the day supports healthier strands. One trick that worked for me was starting the morning with a hair-friendly smoothie. A blend of spinach berries, Greek yogurt, flax seeds, and a splash of almond milk gave me protein, antioxidants, and omega-3s in one glass. It was simple, delicious, and nourishing. Over time, these daily food choices made a visible difference. My hair didn't just look better, it felt stronger, more resilient, and more alive. Food is not just fuel. It's the building block of your beauty, your energy, and your confidence. Scalp care and gentle practices. If nutrition is the fuel for healthy hair, then scalp care is the soil where it grows. I used to think shampooing and conditioning were enough, but once I began treating my scalp with the same attention I gave my skin, everything changed. One of the simplest practices I adopted was a gentle scalp massage. Just 5 minutes a day using the tips of my fingers in small circular motions helped increase circulation. That improved blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching the hair follicles, which encourages healthier growth. It also felt incredibly relaxing, like a little daily stress release. I also learned to be careful with shampoos and styling products. Many commercial products contain sulfates, alcohols, or heavy fragrances that strip away natural oils and irritate the scalp. Switching to a mild sulfate-free shampoo and washing less frequently gave my scalp time to balance its own oils. Instead of chemical dyes and heat styling, I turned to natural oils like coconut argan or jojoba. Just a few drops massaged into the scalp or smoothed along the ends added shine and softness without weighing my hair down. Finally, I began to protect my hair from unnecessary stress, avoiding very hot water, limiting blow drying, and wearing a hat under strong sun. These small, gentle choices added up to a big difference. Healthy hair doesn't start with the bottle on your shelf. It starts with how kindly you treat the scalp it grows from. Powerful natural remedies that helped me. When I first began searching for natural solutions, I admit I was skeptical. Could simple herbs and plants really make a difference? But the more I experimented, the more I realized that nature has been quietly offering answers all along. One of the first remedies I tried was a rosemary rinse. Rosemary has been used for centuries to stimulate circulation in the scalp. I boiled a handful of fresh rosemary sprigs in water, let it cool, and then poured it over my hair after shampooing. Within weeks, my scalp felt fresher, and I noticed fewer strands left behind on my brush. Another favorite was hibiscus tea. Hibiscus flowers are rich in antioxidants and vitamins that nourish hair. I brewed the petals into a deep red tea, used it as a rinse, and even drank it regularly. It gave my hair a subtle sheen and my body a refreshing boost. I also discovered the benefits of aloe vera. Fresh gel from the plant soothed my scalp and relieved dryness. Massaging it gently into my scalp once a week left my roots feeling hydrated and calm. Perhaps the most surprising remedy was onion juice. I had read about it being used to stimulate dormant follicles, and though the smell was strong, the results were worth it. I blended a small onion, strained the juice, and applied it directly to my scalp for 20 minutes before washing it out. Over time, I noticed baby hairs sprouting where my scalp once looked sparse. The key I found was consistency. These weren't overnight miracles, but gentle, steady improvements. Each week, my hair seemed a little stronger, shinier, and livelier. Trying these remedies became more than just self-care. It felt like a ritual of love and patience with myself. The emotional shift. Confidence returns. The first time I caught my reflection after months of nurturing my hair naturally, I didn't recognize myself in the best way. My hair wasn't perfect, but it had a softness, a shine of life that I thought I had lost forever. And with that change came something deeper. Confidence. Friends began to notice, offering little compliments like, "Your hair looks beautiful today." Even my grandchildren ran their hands through it and said, "Grandma, it's so soft." But the real transformation was inside. I felt visible again, vibrant again. I no longer avoided mirrors, I smiled at them. My hair had become a symbol of resilience, proof that age doesn't mean fading away. It means evolving, caring, and shining in new ways. That emotional shift was priceless. It reminded me that self-care is not vanity. It's a way of honoring who we are at every stage of life. Gentle lifestyle changes that support hair. As powerful as nutrition and natural remedies are, I realized my everyday habits also played a huge role in the health of my hair. Small, gentle lifestyle changes created lasting results. First, I focused on managing stress. Stress hormones can disrupt hair growth, so I began practicing deep breathing, gentle yoga, and even short walks in nature. Not only did my mind feel calmer, but my hair seemed less prone to shedding. Sleep was another game changer. Getting 7 to 8 hours of rest each night gave my body time to repair and renew not just my hair, but my overall energy. I also protected my hair from the environment. A wide-brimmed hat on sunny days and rinsing my hair after swimming kept it safe from damage caused by UV rays, chlorine, and pollution. And finally, I paid attention to my circulation. Simple activities like daily walks or stretching improved blood flow, helping nutrients reach my scalp. These small choices may not sound dramatic, but together they built a foundation of strength and vitality. It was never about perfection. It was about kindness, patience, and consistency. Looking back, I realize my hair's journey was never just about hair. It was about reclaiming a part of myself I thought was gone. Each natural step, better food, gentle care, daily rituals did more than restore shine. It restored my spirit. If your hair feels dull, thin, or lifeless, please remember this: it is never too late. At 60, 70, or beyond, your body is still capable of renewal. You don't need harsh chemicals or costly treatments. You need patience, kindness, and the willingness to listen to what your body is asking for. Start small. Try a rosemary rinse, a scalp massage, or a hair-friendly smoothie. Notice how those little acts of care ripple into your confidence and joy. Your hair tells a story. Let it be one of strength, beauty, and wisdom, the radiant story of you. And stay tuned, because next time I'll share my favorite DIY tonic recipe that has been in my family for generations.